through this methodology, do you see people fully recovering from things like PTSD?
Again, it really depends on the severity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you say PTSD, but it's such a broad spectrum of stuff. You know, there are people who get mildly damaged, probably like myself, you know, who grew up in a family with 5 older siblings who were 6 to 12 years older than me and suffered a lot of teasing and tickling and camel bites and, you know, never had an ally, skipped 2 grades, constantly got picked on, right? I mean, that's PTSD. I wasn't being beaten, but I was isolated, bullied, you know, picked on constantly, and it messed me up, right? Have I recovered fully? Yes. You know, but have I seen people with much more extreme stuff recover? Yes, but with multiple inputs, not just the work that I do.
Gotcha.
Multiple inputs.
Mm-hmm. So like, are there ways that people can, I mean, obviously, right, there's, right, working with you, but how are there ways that people can be doing this on their own? Do you what do you recommend for people if they want to start exploring this as a modality to heal?
Well, you know, I've got a lot of different levels of resources available for people. When my practice became so busy that I couldn't see one-on-one people anymore, I started working, as odd as this sounds, I started working on groups remotely, like through an audio link.
Okay.
And I would conduct these groups sessions over an empty treatment table, record them. People would listen to them, and I did a whole bunch for free first to make sure it worked. And people would come back and say, it felt like you were speaking directly to me. My pain went away. This was really helpful. And so at my website, we have hundreds of audio recordings for all different kinds of things that ail you, that you can listen to that aren't that expensive. We have thousands of practitioners around the world, and you can find a practitioner at my website. I've developed sound tools for self-care. So here's one of them. This is what's called a weighted tuning fork. It is called a sonic slider. This is based in the Earth's natural electric resonance. The ionic cavity pulses with electricity. You know, we actually live in a field of electricity. It's something like 130 volts per meter. Like, we all live in a sea of electricity. We don't even really realize that. We breathe it in. We're like fish swimming in water in this electric field that is the Earth. And that field has a frequency, and that frequency informs all of nature. It informs our brain waves. And it's around between 7.5 and 8 hertz, but the sort of mean is 7.83. And so this particular fork is 7.83 times 12, which is 93.96 hertz. But what it is like a frequency of nature. And so when we expose ourselves to it, it helps to kind of order and soothe our own electrical system. And this is something that can be used on yourself. So I designed it to be, you know, to slide on your body. I developed a boot to go on the end, and you can slide the boot. You slide it all over your body. You basically like take this vibration and you just rub it all over yourself. And this is what people have reported. And we've sold thousands of these, that they have improved sleep, that they have improved mood, that they have increased energy level. Some people say that it's made their digestion stronger and that they're able to have gluten and dairy and things that they couldn't. Some people say it's reduced their anxiety, that it has created more synchronicities in their life, that it has made them trust their intuition more. There's so many things. What I found using it is that it helped me to lose weight, and it helped to sort of sculpt my body. I don't exercise or work out or do anything, but, you know, just like standing on a vibration plate will give you muscle tone. Putting vibrations into your body, coherent energy, is going to make you feel coherent and energized and stronger. And so that, you know, it's a simple tool. It's not that expensive. You can use it on yourself. You can use it on others. And it helps to soothe and settle. A lot of people are using it very successfully with autistic children and getting them to soothe and settle. So that's one of the tools that's out there, you know, and one of the most important things we can do for our health is actually breathe more fully and more freely, to notice every time you're holding your breath. Because when we've had a lot of trauma, those vibrations tend to reassert themselves in our body and mind. The memories tend to come up. And when we're in a trigger, we're holding our breath. We're holding our breath. And our breath is the biggest way that we bring life into ourselves, right? Because you can go for weeks without food, and you can go for days without liquids, but you can only go a few minutes without breath, right? So that tells us that our biggest connection to life itself is through our breath. And the best way that we can regulate our own mood is through monitoring and exploring our breathing. You know, there's the Wim Hof method, for example. He's got a lot of videos up there. You know, that's something that you could go and do. But the simplest thing you can do, just monitor your breathing. When you're starting to get triggered, you know, take a big breath into the belly and then exhale your energy down your legs and out your feet into the ground. Go outside, get barefoot on the ground, lie on the grass, breathe in life, breathe in this moment, listen to the birds, you know, bring yourself back into now. That's the simplest, most free way that you can kind of shift your state, you know, if you're starting to have a hard time.
Beautiful. Thank you. It's always good to be reminded of the breath. Of course, right. As you said that, I was like, right. Breathe,
Yeah,
breathe. So a couple of things. One thing, I just wanted to make a comment on how you said you didn't work out. And of course, like when you like brought up your arm, I was like, wow, she must work out. She's like rubbing the thing. I'm like, look at that bicep. So anyways, that was number one.
Now, can I show it again? Because I want to let people know that it's possible to be 51, be cut, and not. I spend my days slumped over a laptop, and now I'm slumped over my electric guitar because I'm learning that. I don't walk, I don't do yoga, I don't exercise. I just spend time every day rubbing this fork on myself.
Wow.
And it's made me tone strong. It's improved it's just made me healthier.
That's
and
awesome.
I like shortcuts, so this is a good one.